Hey everybody, KC0VII Tom here. It is a gorgeous week for me. It's a very nice day here today, June in North Iowa. I'm on vacation this week. We're doing some work around the yard, outside the house. I got a guy stopping by later today. We're going to start siding the house, make it a little more acceptable in the neighborhood. That way the neighbors won't be forming around with pitchforks and torches against me. Got an announcement here. We're going to, not really shock anybody, but it's just came time to announce it that we will no longer be using GoPro equipment here on ham radio, RV, and stuff due to the technical problems we've been having lately with GoPros, and not just me. There's a lot of other people in the same boat. I want to apologize for the last probably 4 videos we've made. There's been some type of technical problems, and that the last 2 videos really broke the straw on the camel's back, or put the nail in the coffin finally. We started this channel back quite a few years ago, and I was using a handheld Panasonic small camcorder that had, I think, had like a 20 meg hard drive, an SD DVI tape, and a SD card. You recorded one of those 3. After we realized that, yeah, this is what she wanted to do, you notice I said she, TLJ, she allowed me to buy a couple of better cameras, and I ended up finding a couple of GoPro Hero 3 and a Hero 3 Silver. Very nice cameras, very rugged. We use those quite a bit. Was able to get an external mic on them, so the audio improved in certain situations. And like right now, I'm sitting out here, we got people mowing the yard, trucks going down the road. It really helps out with the voice when you're interviewing somebody or somebody's trying to explain something. And to improve a little bit, after quite a few videos, we decided to upgrade one of the Hero 3s and picked up a Hero 4 Black. More resolution, better pickup, better low light levels, and retired the straight Hero 3 and was using the 3 Silver for B rolls or secondary rolls, and that worked really good for quite a long time until one of the 4th of July parades. I noticed that we were losing the right channel, and figured it was just something with that camera, and I looked around and picked up on the used market a Hero 6 and a Hero 6 Black, and everything was working fine with the external camera at the time. The only thing I had to do was order a USB to 3.5 millimeter for the Hero 6 to be able to use a lavalier mic. The lavalier I had was 3.5 millimeter. And on the Hero 4, again, it was just left channel on the external mic. Internal mic was fine. Okay, I thought it was a one-off. About that same time, we had purchased the Fusion 360 camera. Real neat camera. That camera's got, it's actually 2 cameras back to back. If you've ever seen one of the 360s, and when you videotape, you're videotaping all 360 degrees around you. Then you would upload the video file to GoPro and use their software in their cloud system. Then you would download it into your computer, and there you're finished editing with your local editing software. Or if you really what you want to do, you could just use release it from the GoPro software side. And all of a sudden, GoPro came out with the 360 Max. Supposed to be a better 360 camera, new and improved features. They removed the drivers on the software for the Fusion, the first camera. So my 360 Fusion camera, I could record video, but I couldn't edit it on the GoPro platform. Got online, started checking around, and there was a lot of PO people. I mean, oh my goodness, you let somebody, we won't go down that road. But yeah, there was a lot of people upset. There was a talk about class action lawsuit. GoPro, was actually killing equipment, and no, GoPro released a news briefing, and it was pretty much factual. You purchased a GoPro 360 Fusion camera from us. The camera records, right? You can record. You get a 360 video. You did not pay for the use of the software in the cloud to do your editing to pull that video out of that 360 image. And they removed those drivers on purpose. They wanted to be able to make improvements for the newer cameras and make that experience so much better. They did not want to support the older cameras. Okay, GoPro, that's strike number 1. It's like baseball, you get 3 strikes. Like I said, a while ago, not too long ago, a couple months ago, I started noticing that my right channel on my external mic was dropping off. Sounds familiar. And I thought, okay, I use these cheap lavaliers, you know, because the mic gets pulled, dropped, stomped on, slammed in the car door. I pick them up for like $3 and another couple bucks for shipping on them. They're 3.5 millimeter, and actually they're fairly decent. And so I went to order a replacement lavalier, and lo and behold, the company was having a special. You got 2 lavaliers for $12 and some odd cents to your door. So okay, got that in. UPS man dropped off the packages, and got home from work, plugged in the camera in, no right audio. Tried the second mic, no right audio. That's odd. Tried on the other GoPro, same problems. Okay, both cameras, all 3 mics, same problem. Okay, it's got to be that little USB to 3.5 millimeter adapter. Order one of those. $45 later, Mr. UPS man drops it off at my door. Hook it up that night, no right audio. And no matter what combination of the 2 cameras, old adapter, old mic, new mics, still, something's not right here. So I got online and started just doing a general search. I was also on a chat session with GoPro's tech support. They start you out with probably a bot or something. It's, doing the simple stuff. Is the battery fully charged? Is the SD card empty? Did you try shutting it off back on again? Is you sure the mic's plugged in tight? Are you using genuine GoPro equipment? Because if you're using a knockoff adapter, we're not going to support you. Pretty much what it said. So, yep, all this is, yep, okay. Got escalated up to a so-called tech. You can tell it's just a person reading out of a 3-ring binder. Try this, try that. Is quick capture turned on or off? Oh, it's turned off. Okay, turn it back on, then turn it off, and see if that works. What quick capture is the camera can be off, and when you hit the shutter button, it will wake the camera up, record the video. Then when you hit the shutter again, it stops recording video and shuts the camera off again. Apparently, they've had problems with that. And nope. Okay, kind of exhausted all this guy's reading material, so he says, we're going to escalate this up to the next level. You should be contacted within 48 hours. That was 12 days ago as of this recording. I do not expect GoPro to fix this problem due to the fact, while I'm in the chat session, I'm over here just on the other side, just doing a general Google or search on GoPro, left channel only, no right channel audio on external mic. Internal mics have worked great, but as everybody knows, GoPro internal mics suck. They're, it's audio. They're inside a case. It's hard to get good, clean audio. It's a known problem. The 4s, the 5s, the 6s, the 7s. If somebody was in there complaining, in one of the rooms I was in was complaining about the 8s, they're doing the same thing now. It has something to do with the amount of hours or amount of time that the GoPro is on or being operated. I'm sure GoPro knows about it, but they're not going to do anything about it, because what does most people do? They go out and buy a new camera, a new GoPro. Well, not now. I mean, like I said, we're dropping GoPro equipment due to the fact that GoPro was setting the standard. They were the, action camera goal. Your settings, if you want to get in there and you needed to have a GoPro. If you're making a camera, you had to beat GoPro specs, which is hard. GoPro got greedy, and they're not doing R&D like they used to, and the quality isn't there, and it's upsetting a lot of people. They deserve to fail. So that's strike number 2, audio problems. So I'm starting to look around, not really getting into it, looking around. Okay, we got all summer long to do this. In the last 2 videos before this one, the American Legion Classic Car Show in Austin and the Mason City River Rats Street Rod Show, video stabilization was not working. Even though both cameras I was shooting with were saying that it was turned on, it was not. You turned it off, turn it back on, shoot some video, it was still bouncing around, and I was upset. I mean, there were some nice looking cars, I had some real nice shots in there, but it was just, stabilization had just quit, and I was being real careful on how I was walking around. And again, there was a lot of people there, it was really crowded. Normally I don't like to do shows that late in the afternoon, but there was something else going on in the morning, so I couldn't get to that show right away. And it always happens, you get a good crowd of people like that, there's always a jerk. And there was a couple in there, a guy and his wife, I believe his wife, we were both just saying a man and a woman. And what they were doing, they would stand off just outside of my peripheral vision, and as soon as they saw me hit the shutter button, then they'd race in to get in the shot. The first time it happened, I just thought, okay, it's just a coincidence. The second time, they were trying to get their best in there, and I saw them starting to come in the shot, so I started going more into one of the engine compartments, and I thought, okay, Second time, that could have been a fluke. And the next down row of cars, I was at an intersection. I could go straight, shoot those cars, or one off to your left on that street. So, okay, here's the test. And I hit the shutter button to start recording, and sure enough, they started moving in. I made a quick left turn and went down that street. And I was able to keep it just enough ahead of them so they were no longer in my shots. And I edited them out of the places that they did get in. So you're going to run into that once in a while. It's just disappointing. You try to make something, have some fun out there, and there's always going to be a jerk. So anyway, video stabilization. That is strike number 3. I wish I could strike on viewers. People are getting in the way. But so there. You guys had a chance. You blew it. You had three examples where GoPro just doesn't care about their customers anymore. In my view, they're not going to fix this problem, either problem, due to the fact that people are going to go out and buy a new GoPro. Wrong. People are going out and buying different cameras. I found a neat little company, Wolfang, W-O-L-F-A-N-G. My door. That's what we're shooting now. It's a 360. No, excuse me. It's a 4K camera. 360 is made by somebody else. 60 frames per second. It is out of the box. The camera itself is waterproof down to 3 meters. With this little case, it's good to 40 meters. It's got the GoPro style mount. Complete ripoff of GoPro by a Chinese company. Normally I would not support a company like this, but hey GoPro, you had a chance and you blew it. They also sell, or it comes with this, they call it a skeleton case. To me it's more of a clamp, but instead of the GoPro style mount, it's got the old tripod screw mount. So, okay, if I have to buy another selfie stick, what do I buy? The traditional GoPro mount or something, old tripod mount. It does come with a handful of adapters and mounts, just like the GoPros. Again, GoPro standard, to put on your helmet or your dashboard. It came with a a corded mic, external mic. I should probably find a wireless mic, but I mean the quality is very good. I've had a lot of good luck just playing around with it. $45, like I said, to the door. I'll probably use this as my B-roll. They do make a GA420. The specs are about the same. The camera is a little bit better resolution and shutter speed, just in a couple places. But what I like about it, it has a second LCD panel. There's a panel on the front of the camera, so I'm sitting like this, interviewing myself or shooting some video. I can see my frame. I can see what's going on. I've had to shoot this video 4 times now, due to the fact I was out of frame or something was not right with the shot. So, but we'll have to see what the summary goes with this camera and the second one coming in. Looking forward to some of the neat shots, and hopefully the quality will improve the way I like it, or it used to be. I really apologize, especially the car guys. There were some nice looking cars there, and I could have had a lot better job if the camera, the equipment was technically up to what the spec says it is. I'm kind of curious to what's going to happen on the stabilization, how far that's going to go, and when you got other companies that can do the same quality of work for a lot less money, GoPro, you got to clamp down and start doing something better. And it could be too late, GoPro. They kind of burnt a lot of bridges. On that, the next video we got coming out, it'll be field day, field day, field day. We'll do a quick walk around the patio here so you guys see what the camera looks like when I'm walking and the quality of the videos, and we'll go from there. The neighbor gal, Joyce, came over and we worked on some of the old plants. Got them looking pretty. She did some plantings. Saturday we went off and did some shopping, and she did a real good job putting up the whiskey barrels. Yeah, get those up good. I'll have to do some watering here. We have some other planters that she's worked on for me. Then the big urns. It got pretty warm this afternoon, and it's going to have to do some watering. And as you can see, quality-wise, stability, it's nice and smooth. I'm stumping around here just like I was on the Street Rod show and the Classic Car show. On that, I'm going to rouse up some lunch. No, supper. It's late in the afternoon, 7:03. I have a cardinal, been bothering me all day. I filled the bird feeder for her, and they ate it, and she wants seconds. 7th Street. Be sure to tell your friends, neighbors, other hams. Subscribe, hit that bell to get notification when new videos come out. Add comments below. 7th Street, everybody.